It's Monday night in Newcastle and it's a star-studded affair this evening. Jared Mullen and Fijian flyer Akuyu Ate can help guarantee the Knights a place in the finals, but the Broncos are looking to cement their place in the top four as Darren Lockyer's farewell tour continues. Can the Knights' big hitters send the Broncos legend home winless? Find out live. You're on Australia's sports leader, Fox Sports, and this is one of the games of the season. Great to have your company this evening. I'm Ryan Phelan, and joining me, the boys on Monday Night Football, the boys being Wayne Pearce, Gary Freeman and Wendell Sailor. It really is one of the games of the year, isn't it, Junior? So much expectation as far as where these two teams will stand in the finals on this game tonight.
Yeah, especially, and after the results of the weekend, a lot of pressure on Newcastle. I'll be interested to see how they can handle the sort of pressure that's been thrown up, given their position in the eight is a little bit vulnerable at the moment, but they're at home, and with that home ground advantage, I think comes an expectation that they could well win this match tonight.
And Wiz, it's a game they need to win. Since State of Origin, Newcastle have failed to beat a side above them on the ladder. So mentally, this is such an important one.
It's going to be amazing, one, the pressure that these players are under. Junior just mentioned it, but I just feel that with Newcastle boys really seeing that South Sydney won, they're only 49 points in front on for and against. That's added pressure going into this match. They would have been watching Friday night going, let's hope they get beaten and the pressure's off, because if it comes out the last game of the round, which I know we're going to show, you'll see that Souths play Newcastle, and that's where the pressure's going to be on too.
Indeed, and Newcastle have one of their worst winning strike rates against your former side, the Brisbane Broncos. A lot of those results coming in the Andrew Johns era. Surprisingly, they struggled against the Brisbane Broncos, yet recently the Knights have had better fortunes against the Broncos, particularly at home.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is, but the Knights don't seem to care about the Broncos. Seem they just back themselves against them. And I remember that era of Andrew Johns, he carved us up by himself. I remember one time he was out for 10 weeks, come back and scored 22 points. But this side, Newcastle, when they're on, they're very hard to beat. And I think tonight they have to adopt the finals football to beat the Broncos, because a bit like the Dragons at the moment, when you're losing games and coming through to the finals, mate, you want to be there. And at the moment, this comp is pretty much open.
And we're expecting both of these sides to be pretty much at full strength tonight, which is excellent as far as your viewing pleasure is concerned. Now, Newcastle are currently 8th on the NRL ladder, ahead of South Sydney on points difference. And you touched on it, Wiz, the fact that South Sydney had such an enthralling win on Friday night. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Bunnies fans watching this game tonight, because they will be really death riding the Knights at home.
Well, without a doubt. They want to make sure that the Newcastle side sitting there in 8th position do not move till next week and then the week after. And I just think in the last 2 weeks of this football that's been played in 2000, some of the exciting games we are going to see. The game tonight, it's going to be built up like a semi-final. They've waited all week, they've seen all the other games, they know which teams have been playing well. Now it's up to Newcastle to stand up and be counted.
And there's the run home, Junior. It's not an easy one for Newcastle, but you probably like to be tested against the better sides in the run home.
Yeah, I mean, you would, without a doubt. The Dogs played well against Manly on the weekend, so that's going to be a tough one, because that's away from home, and South could well and most likely will come down to that last game. Having said that, if they're going to be competitive, they need to be competitive against Brisbane tonight. If they do lose, they can't afford to lose by a big margin because of the points differential that we're talking about, because South Sydney will go ahead of them.